Hello. Okay, so it's been a bit of a moment. Been trying to get some technical issues sorted out. So I do apologize for the late start. If you think it's odd that I'm here on a Thursday, it is. I have been massively sick, and unfortunately, it's taken a moment to get better. So I am just trying to make up a stream because I wanted to go over some of my favorite episodes of Architectural Digest as part of Black History Month. Going to be focusing on some amazing homes. And so, yeah, we're just kind of hang out and check out these episodes and see what these houses are about. And yeah, we're getting there. Okay. Awesome. All right, so I'm gonna turn off the music for now. I'm gonna turn off the music. I'm sure there's gonna be music. Hopefully we won't have any problems during the episode. But we're gonna start off with RuPaul's Beverly Hills home. Um, I have seen this episode before. It is one of my favorite episodes. I absolutely adore RuPaul, and it's kind of some of the homes that I like to see just feature things that I absolutely love, but in real life I would not be able to tolerate. So I like seeing other people enjoying them. But let's go ahead and get started with that, and make sure my volume is good.
Hello, AD. I'm RuPaul, and welcome to our crib.
I could tell you right now, like, I absolutely love so much about this house, but I would not be able to personally deal with it. And it's weird because I kind of love a bit of a maximalist decorative angle. Um, like this dining area, I can't wait to get to that specifically. Like, I love so much about it, but I also would not be able to focus on anything. It's just a lot of really pretty patterns and everything. I would find it very distracting, albeit very pretty.
Now, this is our disco room. We love music, we love to dance. And you know, when I was coming up, there was always a place that said cocktails, dancing. Doesn't happen anymore. So we decided we needed a disco in our house. And this is it. There are 26 disco balls up there. And at the end down there
26.
is Hollywood Regency and Dorothy Draper inspired fireplace that is one of my favorite things. And of course, on the walls, we have many of my favorite disco artists. Some were not so disco, but they're all beautiful and inspire us to dance and move around. This table here can be moved at any time. It's on wheels. So the idea is to have people over for a little nosh and then move the table out of the way. And then
I mean, it's a really pretty room, and even though it looks like super busy, it is thoughtfully done. But I love the portraits, especially. That bit of nostalgia and the black and whites and everything. I think it is very pretty, but I can imagine this being a lot of fun.
and have a daytime disco right in this very room. I love, love, love this room. It may be my favorite, but don't hold me to that. Now, this is our kitchen.
Okay. Before he gets into anything, I love the layout of the kitchen. The textures and the color combination, it's hard for me to wrap my head around. Like, I love the light fixtures, I love the chairs, but well, I can get how it goes with the look of the cabinets and everything. It just this would be a bit too busy for me. Kind of like the kitchen's kind of like a creative space, and I like more of a blank canvas, if that makes sense. Because this is just a lot. It's a lot of different things, but it's got a very strong identity and it's pretty consistent. Like you can see how it flows into the dining area as far as like the color scheme and everything. So it makes sense. It's just not for me.
Again, it's very bold.
I love that
This is
stove.
a stove that is made by a French company called La Cornue. And
Yep.
orange is my favorite color. You're going to see a lot of orange in this house. I love these lighting fixtures right here because they remind me of those underwater scuba gear from the 30s and 40s, but they're just beautiful. I love, love, love the finish on these cabinets and the black and white. You'll see a lot of that in the house too. The floors are painted and stained in black and white, and it just makes me happy. And if you can't be happy in your own home, how the hell are you going to be happy anywhere else?
I mean, that is true. Ultimately, if it's your space, it should be set up the way that makes you the happiest. I think for me, just visually, it's hard having so much of the black and white on so many surfaces, but it's a really pretty and like obviously functional kitchen. Like the pot water filler thing. I'm jealous about that. I've always like that's been my adult dream is having one of those in my kitchen, which I unfortunately do not. But no, I mean it's very pretty. It's just my ADHD brain couldn't handle it. I think that's all it is. It's not a judgment in its style necessarily.
Luck on you!
Oh my goodness, those napkin holders are
This
pretty.
breakfast nook is so fabulous. So much light, so much life. And I tend to gravitate here, because it's right next to the kitchen. I love this wallpaper. And these chairs, these are designed by another really important 30s female designer, Frances Elkins. This light fixture here actually belonged to Yves Saint Laurent in the 1970s.
Okay, so this is an example of a room that's busy in a sense, but I love everything about it. I would spend a lot of time in here because I like rooms that are kind of like a lot of natural light, and the wallpaper is fantastic. But this light fixture is so pretty. Like the amount of detail in it is gorgeous. Like I like the busyness of this room because it flows a lot better and it makes a lot more sense for me in my brain with all of the floral and just all the natural visuals.
This is such a fabulous room. I mean, there's so many places to have a meal in this house, but the whole house is designed around community. We love game nights. We love playing dirty charades, just like regular charades. You just replace one of the words with a dirty word, like poop, right? Poops, I did it again. You get the picture. This is what we call our dining pavilion. Now, it was inspired by an Elizabeth Taylor film called Boom. A lot of people may not have seen that film, but she used a room similar to this as her card room. Boom was an adaptation of a Tennessee Williams play. I love the stripes. We live in Hollywood. We live in show business, so we're not afraid of texture and color and bold statements. This may not be for everybody, but it's perfect for us. In fact, okay, I'm gonna go on record. This may be my favorite room, but don't hold me to it because we're.
I have a feeling he's gonna say that about a lot of rooms. Now, the one thing I will say, like when I initially saw the shots of the dining room, it did seem like something I wouldn't necessarily enjoy. But the fact that it opens up to the pool area definitely helps tame it a little bit. So you have those less complicated visuals to the side. But I mean, it's very nicely done. Like it doesn't look tacky. It's just there's a lot. There's a lot of detail to appreciate.
We're not finished with the tour. Welcome to my office. It's like living in my own personal Hermes
That's
box.
pretty,
There's lots
though.
of orange. This is where all my Emmy Awards are. And it reminds me of an office that Joan Collins would enjoy. When I was 34, I realized that orange was my favorite color because of the way it makes me feel. So I implore all of you out there watching to find what your favorite color is based on how you feel and live in it. And that's what I do in this office. Love it.
Good advice, honestly.
Now, this is my walk-in men's closet. We took 2 bedrooms and turned it into my closet, and I've got everything in here. It's kind of like a historical artifact. Every shopping trip I've ever gone on, even Little John's, are documented right here in this very room. It's very emotional for me to be in here. Because I went, oh, I remember I wore that on the episode where, or, oh, right, I bought that at this little boutique in France. It is one of my favorite places because I love color and I love clothes. So having this 2 bedrooms turned into 1 closet is just perfection. So much storage space, so many textures and colors. It just makes me happy. And listen, if you're going to be on this planet, why not be happy? Why not live in a place that makes you happy? And that's what this place does. Now, this piece in particular is special because it's a sewing box. And it was owned by the one and only Anne Margaret.
Oh, wow.
Which is pretty special. Now, this centerpiece, this island, is covered in black agatha, which is a Brazilian stone. And it's huge. 1 piece of black agatha. She sounds familiar. I think I know her.
That room is really, really pretty. Like, I've always wanted to have a spacious closet, not necessarily even just for clothes, but just like my fancy, well thought out storage area. But that's it. That's very pretty. I couldn't imagine having that many clothes though. But having everything so like tastefully on display, that was a good move. Good move for him.
Now, we want the back garden area to have space for people and parties and pool and possibly even do shows. You know, if we put a little slab up over the jacuzzi, we could have chairs out here and have a show up there or project a movie up there. It's all about being able to stay in one place and enjoy where we are. Also,
That's
you see at the very top of this hill, there is a structure where you could do yoga or meditate or just welcome the sunshine.
That would be where I'm at. I've always wanted to have a structure like that, except in glass, like the whole greenhouse type of vibe. But I would definitely want glass on that. But that's so pretty. All of the detail in the metalwork. I love that.
With a cup of coffee. Really comfortable, not fussy, easy breezy. But it's also pretty decadent. It's very Pompeii. Now, this here is the office workspace. This is the heartbeat of my operation. I love just the mix between wild energy and then the classics. I love that juxtaposition. What better place to be creative and be inspired than a room filled with leopard print?
It's very fitting.
This is our living room, and we've given our decorator, Martin Lawrence Ballard, full reign. Now, Martin was inspired by great lady designers of the 30s and 40s, like Dorothy Draper and Elsie DeWolf. Jewel tones, which I love, so much light coming in here. And of course, you see all of the Hollywood Regency style that is so much fun. You know, there's so much of the modern stuff around.
That light fixture is gorgeous. Now, I like this room because it still has a lot of the, like, it ties in well to the other rooms, but I love the addition of the greens. I'm a green girl. I love green when it comes to my space. My dream office would be green, like a very nice hunter green, but I love the green elements. I love that they gave the decorator like their own space to kind of put their stamp on it. So I think that's a nice touch as well.
LA. We wanted to go more of the classic, and that's why this room is so lovely and so beautiful. This house is a working house. You know, I work here in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is a company town. So this house needed to work for me with clothes, entertaining, office space. George and I are very tall, so we needed some place that had tall ceilings, and this fits the bill. This is the epicenter right here. This is the mother lode.
I was about to say, when he said that there was the men's closet, I knew that there had to be a really, really interesting space for drag.
This is the drag archives. Jewelry, shoes, gowns, you name it.
Oh my
It's all
goodness. The gowns that RuPaul has worn have already been like pretty iconic, but being able to see them on display is really, really awesome.
all right here. In fact, some things, I'm looking at these cuff bracelets here that I've had since 1993. And obviously there are newer things that I just bought last week, or that Zaldi, who designs all my costumes, put together just last week. It's pretty amazing. It's kind of like a museum, but even better, as I said earlier, this is a working house. So I was in drag last night shooting, and you know, it makes it so easy to just come down here and find exactly what I'm looking for. Couldn't be easier. Now, of course, right next door is the glam room where I get to get in drag, and mirrors there, makeup, everything is right there. Jewels in here, shoes, gowns. Look at these chandeliers. Look at these beautiful.
Those are very pretty. I have earrings that look exactly like that too. Oh, that's amazing.
Beautiful light fixtures. It makes you want to be as beautiful as they are. So, you know, you come down here and you want to make yourself beautiful. You want to try on everything. You actually want to lick everything. But I don't advise that. Okay, so listen, we've been throughout the whole house. I'm gonna say it, this is my favorite room. You know, the kid in me has always loved color and shiny and outrageous and texture. That's what makes drag so important. That's what makes drag so much fun to do. For anybody out there who's never done drag, I am telling you now, get yourself in a pair of pumps, wig, some very colorful eye makeup, and wait and see what emerges, because there's a superhero in you that is just dying to get out. It's like these jewels, where you shine a light on it in a different way and it turns into something completely different. That's what we're doing here, and that's what this house is. This house is the manifestation of my drag ideal, where it's color and expansive and fun, disco, all the things that make life worth living. You have to find the joy. You have to create the joy. Honestly, the hardest part is focusing on the joy in your life, because we all know there are so many awful things that are around. Why not make your home a beautiful, joyous place to live in?
Honestly, super sound advice. Like, I love being able to see people take a space and make it into their ideal space and seeing what that looks like for them. Sometimes it might be off-putting to other people. Like, there are elements about this house that I'm just like, yeah, I wouldn't be behind, but I can understand and appreciate why RuPaul loves this house. Like, it's very pretty. Like, there's so many spaces where I could see myself spending an entire day. So I really like this one.
Well, thanks for stopping by. You're welcome anytime. Psych.
All right, who is next? I have a playlist. I forgot what order I put it in.
Okay.
I am Bad Bunny. Hello, AD. It's Paloma Alcesser,
Welcome to my home.
I love the color of the front door.
Welcome to my living room. I grew up in a house that every single room had multi-functions. Sometimes my mom lived in the living room and me and my siblings would live in the bedroom or whatever it was. So I was very excited for this space to be very intentional.
Okay. I love the way that the ceilings are done and the light fixtures, but I can listen to her record an audiobook. I wonder if she's done audiobooks. But no, this looks so much more like a space I would personally enjoy.
Brooklyn was always for me like the goal in many ways. Firstly, I wanted a multifamily home. I grew up in a multifamily home in Los Angeles. Second was I also grew up in a historically Black neighborhood, and I wanted to be surrounded by the environment that I grew up around. And third, I just didn't want to see people I worked with every single day of the week, every single hour. I didn't actually ask anyone else to work on this house with me besides Gregory Rockwell and Hester Haughty, who are iconic designers from Gregory Rockwell Interiors. We started off centered around a lot of Italian influence. So there's some old, some new, some contemporary, some different kind of multicultural layers. But ultimately what I love about specifically Milano design is that it's kind of this like kookiness that some people might not like, but it inserts such a profound joy while remaining really elegant and timeless. This little sofa is a little freaky thing. It's kind of like this like Jetson-y space age shape that we really loved, and then we wanted to cover it in this really elegant camel mohair. And I think it interacts perfectly with highlighting this beautiful artwork by my dear friend Eric Mack. I think he does amazing, almost like sculptural textile layering work. I love that this work is named after his grandmother, Mary. I too am a big fan of my grandmother, and I think it brought a familial and warmth to this room. So one of my favorite.
I like how approachable this one is. Like, I could go into this house and feel comfortable in it, even though there are a lot of like really grand elements of design. It is still very, it looks comfortable and it looks like someplace where I could actually be comfortable hanging out. So I think that's well done. This art piece is interesting. It's like a quilt that got out of control, and I kind of love that.
Pieces in this room is this light fixture. It's literally
That's
called
pretty.
Little Luxury. It's by a German designer named Ingo Maurer. It perfectly hangs under the original crown molding of this house that was built in 1905. And it's this beautiful, warm, layered kind of structure. It felt like a really nice accent to its history, but also how it exists today. By the way, like I hate televisions, and I think that to offset that there's literally a television here, I want to be surrounded by all these beautiful, fun, amazing things like this tiny little Dogen penis. And my particular favorite, an R. Crumb Devil Girl. Look. And welcome to my kitchen.
That
I
kitchen
love
is
this room.
pretty.
It brings me so much joy. So we're very inspired by Milanese and like historic Italian palazzos that often have modern kitchens kind of interjected into them. Like, how do we like honor this like a gorgeous molding, but then put this shiny range? My kind of vision of this space was like being able to just kind of crowd around it. Maybe someone could be dancing on it. Maybe there's like spilled sauce or whatever it is. And that's happened a few times. Some say that green marble is a faux pas, but what I think is a faux pas is stripping a house of its history. So I really did want to honor the history of this room while providing it with some beautiful modernity. You know, this already existed. Cool, let's put a pantry that's an aluminum lacquered space with almost.
I love the look of that pantry door. And I love that. See, this is more of my type of kitchen where the actual textures and textiles aren't so overwhelming, but like the just all the little details, it's a lot more subtle. And I spend a lot of time in the kitchen, especially when it comes to socializing. I like to be in the kitchen. So having a space where like it works well with entertaining and just being able to be or being able to have some fun with your friends and everything, I think that's lovely. But that door is really cool.
It's these weird Italian perforated vents. Ultimately, what I also love most about this room is the color. It is this kind of citron yellowy green that truly brings so much levity and quiet, despite somebody being like, wow, this is a crazy color. I find it quite muted. This felt like this like genius idea that came into our heads when we were like sitting around talking about perfectly tucking in these like gorgeous walnut stools. It literally hit something within my spirit that I have long since sought to feel again. This is very special to me. It is my great grandmother. This picture is just so special. Can you believe that these things still are around? I think being surrounded by like the strength of like women and the people, my ancestors that come before me, and the hair is just so beautiful, and she's so beautiful, and there's a stoicism in her eyes that I feel like reminds me the life that I get to live today is because of all the things that she did. And I need to be reminded of that. Gratitude, people. Let's go into my dining room.
Very pretty.
This is my wonderful dining room. This is actually my favorite room in the house. In the morning, light pours in here that straight up covers me with a sense of serenity that I rarely feel. I think the first thing that we got in here was this beautiful table. It is a vintage Ettore Sottsass table. I think the shape of this table speaks to the shape of this room. I often sit here and do like meetings or talk to friends and just like look out at the tree.
I love the chairs that she has with this set. I mean, obviously the couch here is great, but these wooden chairs, I love them. I'm wondering if she's going to dig into where those are from. But the table is gorgeous.
Trees, look out at my neighbors. But I waited literally 7 months to get these Indian chick blinds, but we were obsessed with having them. There's just a conversation that's happening between this like kind of zany light fixture with blinds, with like the light pouring in, and then we're looking to this beautiful artwork by Taylor Simmons that adds the most perfect element in this room because there's always conversation, there's always things happening in this room, but there is deep contemplation that happens for me, right? Like literally right here. Even though, like I said, there's a lot of chat, there's also a lot of thinking, and this work speaks exactly to that.
That sink. Oh my goodness.
Okay, well, this is my hallway, and then there's a little secret here, my little Harry Potter moment. We separated the floors of the house. This actually used to be a stair set. And I thought, of course, we need a tiny bathroom. This bathroom makes me like incredibly happy because many people don't know that it exists. You know, if you ever just need to quietly take a moment or sleep like Harry Potter did. Okay, welcome to my bedroom. One big theme that you're gonna notice is I'm a big wall-to-wall girly. I lean into what some may consider a faux pas. I say faux yeah. I wanted this room to feel fucking serene. I also spent a lot of time in hotels, and everyone goes, your room's like a hotel. And I was like, that's on purpose. There's no television here. There are no clothes in here. It is just quiet. I can't believe
That's
I'm
really
letting you guys
nice.
in here even. This is my pride and joy, this beautiful rattan bed that we found on auction. Sometimes when the light kind of like pours in,
The detail in the wood is amazing. I was about to comment on how I love the bedspread because, it's really pretty. But this is gorgeous right here. Like, that's a lot of detail.
You can see all the gorgeous reflection on these like swirls, we'll call it. Really, really fab. I think that sometimes people have these like living room setups in their room and they're like fake. Mine is not. I sit on this sofa constantly talking to my mom or my grandma or talking shit to my friends and my boyfriend. I also love this table so much. It's Roger Capron. He's a French iconic designer. All of these impressions are done.
I love the impressions from the leaves so much. That is so pretty.
With real foliage and leaves, which brings me profound joy. So now we're going to the crown jewel. This is like quite literally where the magic happens for me. But first, I want to call out this beautiful sculpture from my friend Alix Vernay. She works in all of these amazing metal castings. It's like so beautiful and stellar the way that she kind of calls on history and speaks to the modern woman. I very much so identify with the way that she sees the world and sees femininity and how to like honor who we are and who we've been and who we're becoming.
It's really pretty. Oh my goodness.
Now this is my beloved bathroom. It makes my life heaven knowing that I get to shower and brush my teeth and pop my pimples in a room that looks like this. Italian marble, obviously. I grew up in a house with 1.5 bathrooms where there was definitely not a stool or a seat. When I take a shower, I look and I sit on this bench and I think,
That's when you know you're being really grown, when you have somewhere to sit in your shower. I'm a little jealous.
that like I'm okay today. And I think that's really awesome.
Oh wow.
Some might say this is actually where the magic happens. It is more where my absolute meltdowns happen. This is my closet. This is like my dream closet. Like, dude, I have like lights in here for my shoes. This is my boyfriend's shoes. But when we thought about this room, we really had to create serenity, enclosure, and quiet. I think that I needed there to be a moment of like reprieve and breath. Sometimes I just plop down on this beautiful wall-to-wall carpeting and think, why do I have so many fucking clothes? But I still get to do it in a beautiful room.
That's
So yeah,
very,
this is
very
like my
nice.
gorgeous dressing room.
Like, to have a closet where it's like an actual, like a separate room and a space where you can actually just kind of like chill out and figure your stuff out. I've always wanted that, but I never really had a purpose for it. But maybe I need to make one.
There's another one, but we don't have to tell anybody, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Oh, those are proteas.
This is my media room, which is absolutely insane to say in my mind. Like a media room. I don't even think I grew up with like a television. This room is obviously anchored with this gorgeous tiger sofa that we custom built and upholstered with this gorgeous Schumacher tiger print. I really do love chinoiserie and Chinese influence. However, many of the tables we were finding had like literal war scenes. So we decided that we would just custom one in this beautiful pond motif. Also, this beautiful work is by Natalie de Pasquier. She was like a seminal female figure in the Memphis Milano movement. And I think she doesn't normally get the credit she deserves. It's very male dominated. This kooky, strange room that again is littered with all these fun, strange things that I've collected in the world. These Tuareg beads that I brought in my carry-on that everyone's like, oh, that's strange. But I love them so much. This is a gorgeous mask from Molly. These are just like kind of some of the books, but some days me and my boyfriend just have like a relaxed, like do nothing day is what we call it. We kind of spread out the books, eat pizza, do whatever. I know it sounds very like we just spread out books and eat pizza, but it's actually what we do. I'm not lying to you. But what
I mean, that sounds like a good way to spend some time, but I appreciate that this room is busy in a meaningful way. Like, it does have a lot of just like little elements that are all coming together in this one room that just stem from things that she's found and loved. But the table with the pond motif is really, really pretty. And yeah, like I'm someone I also don't really center everything around my television. But having like a mixed media room, I think that's perfect.
I like about this room is that it's worldly. I think it really touches on all of my travels, all the things that make me happy. What I'm excited about is that it will continue to grow. I will continue to put some new little prayer beads on my next travel, and it won't feel out of place. It will just fit perfectly into this very worldly room. All right, AD, it was a pleasure having you at PE's Playhouse, but now I must bid you farewell. All right, love you, bye.
Honestly, if it wasn't so expensive, I would love to live in Brooklyn. Like, the architecture in Brooklyn, I've always had a soft spot for it. So that was a nice treat. Let's see, who is next on the list? I think I have it on random. Jimmy Butler.
Hey, AD, I'm Jimmy Butler. Welcome to California, better yet, welcome to my house.
Oh my gosh, that view. Is that a foam pit?
I think fancy people call this a foyer. I don't call it that. I call it the beginning of a house, like I don't know, but it's not a foyer. You got art. It is a ton of space to do absolutely nothing. This is actually probably the most pointless area in the house, but I guess you just walk to the front door and then you're here. Oh, and there are roses.
He has no idea what they are.
The designer I worked with, Tiffany Brooks Interior. I was just telling her, yo, get freaky with it. And she came in here and really fucked some shit up. I'm very impressed. I think I said I just want like it to be really, really, really light. Like, I want all this natural light. I want white walls, light floors, pretty couches and stuff. I didn't have
Like, there's a lot of things going on, but it's done in such a tasteful way. I like that. I like the style.
ask for this table though. She put that there. I probably take a lot of credit for it now that I think about it. Like when people ask, oh, what'd you do to the house? I was like, I put a table in this room, a piano over here. It was Tiffany that did it. This is like my live music room. When I say live music room, I mean if any of my musical friends are coming over, this is where we set them up. If and when we have karaoke, AD, everybody's invited. I will outperform anybody. I may not.
I mean, that looks like it would be a lot of fun for a karaoke night. I appreciate the fact that there's a lot of focus on the natural light, but also it's like a good balance of busy without being a little overbearing, which is a lot different than the previous two homes so far. I'm sure that there'll be rooms that'll challenge that later.
Sound the best, but I guarantee I put on a great show. Ooh, go-to karaoke song. Right now, this second, a bar song. Everybody, yeah, that one. And if we like all time, it's Mario, however you want to say it, Let Me Love You.
It's a classic. Oh my goodness, that kitchen. Okay, this color scheme, I love everything about it.
This is the kitchen. That's my baby's chair right there. My daughter's seat, my significant other's seat. That's a lie. I'm single, ladies. Holla at me. Y'all see my house. So
wow.
A normal morning, afternoon, indoor dinner, we don't really sit down. Well, the kids do. We all stand up and eat. like black people do. It's like we have chairs, we just don't use them. And we just make a complete utter mess. There's food all on the floor from the kids. At one point in time, we all have to understand that we are kids' bitches if you're a parent. Whatever the kids say, you just have to do.
Yeah.
So we
that's
could
very
have
accurate.
full-blown steak and potatoes, and then Riley's like, I want spaghetti. And then fucking Riley gets spaghetti because I'm a little bitch.
I didn't expect there to be so much sassiness, but he's
This
telling the
place
truth.
is called the Conservatory.
Okay. This is my room right here. This right here would be my type of space. I'd have more plants, but this would be like such a beautiful. I love the arches, and I love all of the windows, and I love the high ceilings. But yeah, no, this is my kind of space right here.
The reason that I like this space is because, like, with the floors,
That's
I feel like
really
I'm in
pretty.
Italy, but I'm in California. I'm at home. Hot. It is hot in this room. Between this hot-ass window and these windows, it is hot in here. The chandelier that's up here, it's custom made for me. It's beautiful. It looks cool in this hot-ass room. Tiffany did design it. She picked there's too many shaped light bulbs up there. And I just think it's Tiffany being Tiffany, just hella extra for no reason. But it's good job, Tiff. Did great.
Oh, that is
Now we
really
are in
pretty.
the wine cellar, which is my new favorite area of the house. It's the vibe that I was going for, like darker, drink your wine, spill it on the floor. You can't really tell because they got all of this dark brick. Chris Hoel is the master sommelier. Is that how you say it? Sommelier. Sumo wrestler. He's the one that drinks
Sumo wrestler. Yeah.
all the wine, and he's the one that helps me to collect all of this expensive grape juice. This is my favorite wine. It is the absolute greatest. Sassicaia. Shouts to y'all. In 2013, Mark Wahlberg was in town filming Transformers. And when we get to his trailer, he's like, hey, do you drink wine? And I was like, no. And then the dude next to me was like, yes, you do. You don't tell Mark Wahlberg that you don't drink wine. And he popped a bottle of 2010 Sassicaia. And that's probably the most collected wine that I have. This is the hallway. I call this
That
the
is
big
an
boy hallway
impressive
because
collection.
obviously all the big bottles. That leads to the main part of this wine cellar. I swear, if I hit one of these steps behind me, where all the normal sized bottles are, which is behind me. Yeah, see that? I've been here a ton of times that I know where each and
I
every.
love rounded
Definitely didn't know
rooms,
that
but
last one was a step.
This is crazy.
Now we are here. We have made it to the rotunda. Look at this chandelier. Tifton did it again.
That
Those are
ceiling
moon
is
rocks
crazy.
on the top of the chandelier up there, straight from Mars. The total cellar
Oh,
holds
that's
about
so
20,000,
pretty.
and I think I got like 6,100 bottles in here as we speak. This behind everybody right here, you know what? This is my California section. You got the Screaming Eagle over here, and then we're going into Italy. This area is the Bordeaux. Bordeaux is here. This is probably my favorite bottle in here. A 1973 Mouton Rothschild. I know I butchered that because I don't speak French, but Picasso's painting is on here. And then from there, we
I
go
wouldn't
to...
want to open any of them. It's
Back
like
that
so
thing
perfect.
up. You're a fine motherfucker once you back that thing up. This is also Bordeaux. So keep backing that thing up. You fine motherfucker, back that thing. This is Burgundy, which me and Chris, we take a trip to Burgundy in the middle of July. So middle of July, we'll be in Burgundy, trying to get much more. Let's talk about two very, very, very important bottles to me, myself.
Wow.
The Côte d'Estrennel, I think I said that right. This bottle means a lot to me because Neymar's number 10, and I think they only did 10 of these bottles. So I begged and pleaded with them to give me the 10th bottle. Neymar's the
That's
GOAT,
cool.
so everything we doing here is all about number 10. And then this one is called Ducru. And this one is special because it's from 2019, which is my daughter's birth year. So they put Riley Butler on here. They
Oh,
did
that's really
33
sweet.
of this collection. Guess what number mine is? Any takers? 10. Neymar again. It's all about Neymar if you haven't noticed.
Can we just talk about how beautiful that view is? Oh, that's insane. I think when it comes to a space that I'd be in, I would prioritize the view above all else, or just like the general environment.
We're at my domino table / card table. This is where I be kicking ass. Crazy. I started playing dominoes when I was probably like 4, and it's how my dad taught me how to count. And ever since then, I've just been the best at it. I'm not afraid to admit that. You know, some people like to stay humble about it. Fuck that. I'm the best in the world at dominoes. A lot goes on out here. You know, pool, cabana over there, kitchen, sand volleyball. The craziest part about the sand volleyball court is it used to be a tennis court. And then I was like, I don't even fucking like tennis. So I got a great idea. Let's just dump fucking 20 tons of sand on top of it. And then the following summer, you fall in love with tennis. That's how stupid I am. So now I got to figure out a place to put a tennis court. We work out on the sand, just a different way to get ready for the season. Running, volleyball, obviously. Beach tennis is a new thing that we've been doing. And then foot volley. So whenever the Brazilians are over here at the house, that's the game that they want to play. And I'm not gonna say I'm not good, but it's a challenge. I'm gonna say I've won every time. I'm not gonna say I lost every time either, but it's difficult. I lost every time. I just like Southern California because you got all the space that you need. It's quiet. I like that. I just want to be around my people. I want to do what I want to do and not bother
Like the
anybody.
really large outdoor
What better place to
tiles
do
and
it than
everything's
Southern
so pretty as
California?
well.
Yeehaw.
He's got a whole cafe in his house. I'm jealous of that. I love coffee. Like, I know a lot of people that'll have really elaborate bars, and he has this very beautiful wine cellar and everything. I'm not that big of a drinker, but when it comes to coffee, I want a cafe in my house now.
This is my spot. This is the first Big Face coffee shop here in my own home. I will allow my neighbors to come in here, but for everybody here, coffee will cost you $60, and I'm not fucking around. We don't take cash here, but I take cash under the table, so. Big Face Coffee is a venture that I really started in the bubble, and it just started out with a love of coffee. And since then, I've been able to build this incredible team behind Big Face to help make all of this stuff come to life. After basketball, this is what I want to be doing. For me, personally, coffee's a lot like wine in the sense that you can never know everything about it. But more than anything, you get to sit down with people that you don't get to see every day. And I mean, that's always been my dream. Just chill, coffee, and talk to some really good people. This is a custom machine that we did with La Marzocco. We got the opportunity to go visit La Marzocco in Italy. And the first thing that I saw when I was in there was this machine. And I was just like, can I please, please, please have one? And they said yes, and now I have it in my own home. I don't think you'll see one of these anywhere else in the United States, by the way. So think about that.
That is so neat.
We are in the dining room. In the hood growing up, where you eat at is called the living room, but now that I'm a little bit fancy, I have a dining room. This is where all my cool friends come over and we eat dinner and we drink expensive wines and we talk about nothing important. And I get to put my foot up on this chair because I paid for it. So I do what I want to do in my house. I don't do too much in this space besides drink wine. And if my boys are here and I don't want to share my wine that I paid for in my chair, then I don't have to. So I'm in here a lot by myself too. Tiffany did an incredible job with these big paintings right here. I feel like they say something in this area. Tiffany picked these. Tiffany, great find, great pick. These are daffodils. Yeah, I'm a botanist.
He is a hot mess sometimes, I swear.
Right now, we are on this landing upstairs above the entry / foyer. These chairs are cause chairs. Brian's a good friend of mine, so thank you for the chairs, Brian.
Those
They're out
chairs
here
are crazy.
because they were gonna go in my daughter's room, but then I figured when I wasn't looking, she would draw all over them. So now I can watch her draw on them out here in this beautiful hallway because I know that's gonna happen.
just love drawing on everything. That headboard. Oh, that's a very nice.
This
I
is my
like
bed. It's customed. Tiffany didn't do that one. I did that. I think it's like 9 by something. It's pretty big. Very, very, very comfortable. And then I have it's not a strategically placed big face mug back there or anything, but it's a coffee cup back there. I wanted to be able to come here and just relax. I don't want too many colorful things. I want it to be very, very, very
It's
neutral.
supposed to be like your
I think she
serenity.
overdid it on the
your
fancy
serene
pillows on the
space.
bed. Every day I get into bed, I have to throw all of those off and then put them back on. I mean, the night ritual is my daughter comes running in here from the other room and jumps on the bed because she doesn't want to go to sleep, you know, like kids do. Then I'm in here watching my show. I could be watching anything. Batman, Superman, Money Talks. Ooh, Bad Boys. Love that movie. Fucking Bluey. I don't want to fucking watch Bluey at 11 o'clock.
That's
shouldn't
being a
even be
parent
up
for
at
you.
11. As often as I should get great sleep in my own bed because of my kids, I do not. But I love y'all. I really do. This view is really special to me. Once again, I love Europe. I love Italy. And so whenever I look out over the balcony,
Oh, that's
it's a way
really
to say
pretty.
we kind of brought Italy to us here because growing up, I didn't even know where Italy was. I was never supposed to make it to go see Italy. So now I can wake up in the morning and I get my own little piece of Italy.
That's like honestly such a big flex when you grew up not having all of those things and you're able to create that space and that life for yourself. So it's, you know, I love hearing people's backstories and then seeing how they ended up where they're at. But this so far, this is my favorite house. Oh, I love that skylight.
My bathroom. I mean, it's a bathroom. It got 2 toilets. It got 2 showers. Tiffany wanted a standalone tub. Tiffany got a standalone tub. I'm gonna take the credit for this one. I did ask for floor to ceiling marble, actually. And I knew that this was marble. I definitely did. It was my idea to start on the floor and take it to the ceiling with the marble. I mean, I feel like you're dirty as hell if you don't spend a lot, like you have to take showers. So, and I work out consistently. So I would say I'm in here about, if the kids are taking a bath and you can't leave your kids uncivilized because they just drink the pee water, which I don't even understand why kids do that. So they're in the fucking tub for 45 minutes. That adds on to the time that I'm in here. Probably like 2 showers a day, maybe 3 at like 15 minutes. 15 times 3, 57. Yeah, 57 minutes.
His math is questionable. Oh, wow. I wish they had shown
Thanks
the
for
cinema
coming through.
room. That was really
Kids must be
pretty.
fed,
What they
and
do with
I
the ceiling.
must play dominoes. See ya.
Okay, so far that's my favorite one. So far. I'm sure we're gonna run into some other really nice ones, but I really like that one.
What's up, AD? And welcome to my bachelor pad.
Maybe I don't know. It's like I feel like the more masculine homes I like a lot more because they tend to be a little bit less busy. But yeah, no, I can already see parts of this that I really like as well.
So this is my home. I purchased this house a couple years ago and it looked nothing like this. I got my designer, Anissa, to come in and bring it to life. Gutted the whole house out completely. Everything in the house I kind of designed to my liking. Growing up, I always aspired to have like crazy houses. Of course, I'm from Atlanta and this house in Atlanta. A lot of houses in Atlanta are not like this yet. They are building a lot of new houses. But from where I'm from, this is like a complete 0 to 100. This is like my bachelor pad, so I have company, some of the friends, some of my guys, and I also have like
Oh,
little
that's a pretty
parties,
light
like
fixture.
Mother's Day, Father's Day. Instead of renting out a place, we just use this house for that. So cool little living space. On the rock sofas, I got on the rock sofas at all my houses. Kind of like these sofas because they super comfortable and they're kind of low. You can move the middle part up and down. You can lay on it a bit. I sleep a lot, so this is why I catch a lot of Z's at when I'm here. I wanted to keep the house open, so if like people in the kitchen, people in the dining room, living room, swimming pool, in the pool, wherever, everybody still feel together. Originally, this whole area was outside, the wall maybe stopped from right here. So I wanted them to open this up and expand it a little more. Put my
Okay, this light fixture was the one that I was talking about, the one over the pool table. I really like that. I like things that are a little bit abstract and highly detailed, but not too intense. I think that's a nice balance, but it's really pretty. And the way that this pool table is built is interesting too. I don't think I've seen one like that.
A nice pool table right here. Nice little pieces of art. I love this room too because all the doors open all the way up, so it gives me the whole little outside feel. A lot of gambling goes on this table. Pool and a lot of other things. All right, now we're in the kitchen. I love the double island setup because of 9 or 10 of us, we all would just sit here. The kitchen almost the
I don't think I've ever seen a double island in a kitchen, and I really love that. I've never had a kitchen big enough for a double island, but like I said, the kitchen can be such a central place, especially if you have a family or if you entertain a lot and everything. So I can appreciate that, but I'm really appreciating that things are not super busy like throughout the house so far, which is it's nice.
meeting area, drinking, eating. I got leather countertops. I like the black vibe versus like the traditional granite or like marble. I wanted to go like black because we do use it a lot and I don't want to like stain it as much as possible. This is my bachelor pad, so I don't cook here. I have a chef to come here and cook for us. But sometimes when I don't have a chef, my kids like want me to cook, just something cool for us to do. Last thing I cooked for my kids was maybe like tacos last Tuesday, something like that. If I cook, it's gonna be like something cool, like something for them. They could kind of help me out a little bit. I have a few art pieces, starting to get into it. This is a piece from a Black Atlanta artist, Horace Imhotep. Kind of just give me the vibe of a little young black boy, but in his eyes is dreaming for the stars. My favorite part of the kitchen would have to be like the Nana windows. They open all the way up. Then kind of gives you the whole inside, outside feel.
See, this is something that I can get behind because I've always said that I would love to have kind of like the indoor-outdoor vibe with the space that I'm in. But I haven't seen it done with windows in a while, so I really like that. Being able to have the kitchen like suddenly open up and feel like it's part of the outside is it's cool.
And you're having like a pool party or people outside, they don't have to track water in the house and stuff. They can come here and get their food from the chef, something to drink, whatever may have it. These are my panel refrigerators that match all my cabinets and whatnot. Don't really have a lot of stuff in here because we hardly ever here. Water, a little Gatorade, just the minor stuff. I'm big on water, I drink a lot of water.
I love the fridges.
Lately, I've been in my Miami crib, so I haven't been here. The last time I was here was for my son's kindergarten graduation. He had a party with 30, 40 kids, and my family came over. I like to have parties here. This is the dining room, which is not for dining, because I love these chairs so much, and I don't want people to get comfortable just getting this dirty. So for now, this is just a statement piece.
I couldn't do
An
that.
Italian imported marble table from the Vitality collection. And my designer actually came up with that. She designed this table one-on-one for me, so you won't see this table nowhere else. And she called it the Vitality because it looked like it has veins, like a human heart almost. And because they had to make the table, it took them an awful long time. I almost pulled the plug on the table and just got me a new table. But once it arrived, it was worth the wait, definitely. I got the lights put in on the floor to like resemble a rug. And right here we have the mirror panels from London. Each one was hand placed. I love this little setup.
It's just very bright and
This
simple.
is a little
Oh, that chair is
chill
cool.
area. Mama chair. I have a few of these. I have a smaller one for my kids too. This is one of the places I can sit down and talk
looks
on the
comfortable.
phone. Nobody don't sit over here but me. This is my primary wing. The glass doors on the closet. My two sons, Loyal and Jason. This is like an overflow closet. It's the summertime right now. These are like winter clothes, pants. And whenever I run out of space in one of the other cribs or something, I just bring my overflow stuff here. I have a lot of significant pieces in here, I'm sure. This right here is actually an outfit that I
get to
wore
the
on
point
tour
where
every
you're not
night.
100%
My last
sure
tour.
where everything is.
So eventually I'll frame this up and hang it. A couple jerseys from different little states I go to perform, and they give me jerseys. I like this closet setup, though. I don't wear nothing in here. It looks great, though. Sneaker closet. And a lot of these shoes are shoes that I'm probably not gonna wear again. Well, I will wear these. Pair of Yeezys. Not the only, but one of the cool pieces in here. I usually bring my clothes when I come here, to the point where the shoes are almost like art color coordinated. Just some little eye candy when you walk in the bedroom. This is an infinity couch, which is so soft, feels like a cloud. You can lay out on it, you know? Cool little vibe. In this area, I really love the light in here. I have the chain sheer walls. A lot of stuff is like kind of art to me versus useful. And this is one of those places that when I walk in, it just looks super sexy to me. And this is where the magic happens.
It's a very nice
I'm not here a
space.
lot, so a lot of magic don't happen in here. Fireplace, nice TV. I like the wall fixture, and I also love the ceiling, kind of like a piece of jewelry imported from Italy. Nice little swing, you know, ceiling joint. I actually sit here a lot though. This is like a cool little chill spot to me. I like to move, I don't like to sit still. So even when I'm sitting down, I'm still moving. Magic can also happen right there too.
Okay, this bathroom looks nothing like what I would have thought of, but it's really pretty. I like the texture on the outside of the tub as well.
This is my bathroom, which I think personally is one of the most stunning parts of the house. Everything's super clean, like a nice hanging sink. I got a slits in the marble for the water to go down. Keep a double sink, you know, just out my way, I'm out your way type of thing. My tub, also imported from Italy, weighs a couple tons. We actually had to get it lifted through the window for it to be able to go in here.
Yeah,
Amazing tub. I haven't took a bath in here yet.
Dense.
One day I will though. And this is my shower, where I spend most of the time, believe it or not. The shower is where I can get a peace of mind, get my thoughts together, think about how I'm gonna knock all this money off, you know? So I could easily spend an hour in the shower. Nice shower, big enough, very relaxing. I love the window vibe, little LED vibe. Everything's super cozy in here. And then last,
Like LED is one of those things that could be very easily, it could look tacky very easily, but I like how he has it just cut as like a subtle accent throughout the house, like especially in like the dining room and everything. So I do appreciate that.
but not least, I got the fireplace in the bathroom. I'm usually super cold when I get out. When I first wake up in the morning, I'm usually super cold. So I can come right here and check my messages or whatnot. I love this bathroom. I get a lot of inspiration from the bathroom and the houses. Being an artist and going to different places, I just stayed in a lot of hotels, a lot of Airbnbs. Then when I come home, I don't got that same feeling. So I wanted to have that same feeling when I go to the nicest places in the world and how they bathrooms and how they houses look. I wanted to, you know, pick it out that a little bit.
Now that's a media room.
This is my theater room. I want it to be different from my other theaters. These little cubbies, you can have your own little personal space. You actually can, two people can fit on here. So you got your little date, I got y'all a little movie night. Y'all could be separate or y'all could be together. They also each have a little table, you know, like the movie theater. Popcorn machines and all that type of stuff in here. Sometimes I bring my portable studio where I could just like set it up right here, just wrap inside of here. I got these like movie script posters all around the room, but this one is the most significant to me. This is the documentary of my life called Untrapped. It's actually on Amazon Prime and you can go and see it. But that's the vibe of it when you come in, movie theater, now playing. Then we got a couple more. Juice Boys in the hood, Scarface, you know, got a little Whitmar. I love candy. I'm always
have
stocked
Boys in
full
the
of
Hood.
candy everywhere.
It's one of my favorite
A little
movies.
cooler, nice little vibe. This is my backyard. My kids love swimming. They spend most of their time in the pool. Maybe I'll go for a swim today when I get my kids. Nice jacuzzi, nice sitting areas. I'm outside a lot.
That
I do a lot
jacuzzi
of
is loud.
recreational things outside. This is my basketball court. We spend a lot of time on the basketball court. Little exercise, little workouts. A lot of money's been made here and lost. People don't think I can play basketball, but I actually ain't that bad. And I'll be having a lot of kids, my little nephew, them, they love basketball, cousins and stuff. So I wanted to like 3 little hoops where everybody could use the whole court or use different courts or whatnot. This playground actually comes from one of my old houses. In the future, I think I'll build me a gazebo over here or something. And this is another part of the backyard.
Okay, this spot was what I was noticing. Because again, I like the indoor outdoor like functional spaces. I didn't quite see what it looked like when he opened up the windows and showed like the counter going from the kitchen to the outside, but this is nice. Like I love this in particular.
Of course, if you're gonna have a bachelor pad, you gotta have a grill. The chef comes and get on the grill. This
need
is
a grill
actually more of
anyway,
my
that's
outdoor
necessary.
kitchen, I like to call it. The stove outside,
see.
dining table. I love
want an
this
outdoor
area.
kitchen.
One of the only places that you're gonna get shade in the backyard for real. So I definitely like this area. Take you a nap. The mosquitoes don't kill you. It's definitely like a center space for me. I could watch the kids while they're in the pool, chefs in there, people need me. I could kind of sit right here. This is like a midpoint for me outside.
It's a really nicely done space. Like there's a lot of
All right, AD, I
opulence to
appreciate
it,
y'all for coming to check out
but
my
it's
bachelor
not.
pad. It's
It's
time
not
for me
crazy.
to go save the
it's
world.
a very approachable home.
Hopefully I'll catch you all next time at the family house.
I appreciate that one. All right, which one's next? Wiz Khalifa.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Wiz Khalifa, man, and welcome
I know this
to
one's gonna
my
be good.
house. Come on in, roll something, smoke something with me.
Yep,
I got this
you
space
as well.
like maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I got it because it was in a cut, and there's a lot of rooms for my son. I got a 5-year-old, so I wanted to make sure that he could run around and have a good time. I just felt like it was a good place for me to call home for a little bit. Blow! If you ever break in my house, and you walk in, you're gonna see this and be like, oh, this is Wiz's crib. I'm not fucking with it. All right, y'all, come kick it in the game room, AKA the gang room. Let's do it. All right, so this
Oh,
space
man,
right
he's a
here is
Steelers
clearly
fan.
for kicking it.
I forgot about that
chilling.
part.
It's just a good vibe, you know what I mean? Come over here, you get spanked in some pool. We got the Steelers felt on top because I'm from Pittsburgh. The vinyls, we got old school Equimized on there right now. That's what Sebastian was listening to, my son. I got a lot of my plaques and stuff in here just to like commemorate the hard work that we put in and like
That's a
make
nice
us
room.
put some more hard work in. This is the dab bar as well as the drink bar. Pot. We're big smokers over here, so it's a lot of smoking stuff.
That's a
I have
lot.
a 100-joint roller. It rolls 100 joints at one time. Probably take like 3 days to smoke 100 joints. Not even passing to the homies. That's just me.
Well, that escalated quickly.
I love this because it's one of the bigger parts of the house, and when you walk in,
I
you
can
kind of
imagine.
just get the vibe
First of
my
all,
son. It's just a good.
I'm a grown adult, and I can see why this room would be a lot of fun. This would be insane for a kid to play in. That's so cool.
Space because there's like different compartments, you know what I mean? He's got his play area, he's got his learning area, he's got his, imagination station over there, and then, he gets to do him. We just do it the freeway, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's lit. 2 gumballs.
If I had a gumball machine in my
Yes.
house, my kid would just empty it in a day.
Yeah, this is a really good part of the house as well. Feels like you're on the edge of the world, so I got a really peaceful vibe to it. Come out here, take a phone call, smoke a doob, little drink, nice ass view. Just super chill
That's a
vibe.
very nice dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of pictures of me in here because I love myself. I don't even remember when I jumped like that, but my cameraman caught a good ass angle of it and he took
That's
a
a great
picture.
shot.
And I was like, we have to blow that up and we have to put that in my house. Because moments like that, you get them, you gotta make them last. Now we about to go down to my favorite part
There's
of the house.
so many people in
I
this
showed you the
house.
gang room, showed you the playroom, but this is my baby right here. This is my favorite part of the house because it's a studio, it's a recording studio, and when you're in here, you're in your own little world. This is like a fighter jet, like it's like a little spaceship. I'm always recording, but the thing is, we keep things on different hard drives, and we keep the hard drives in our person, and I don't keep them with me because I smoke weed and party all the time, so hard drive's not here, sorry. Follow me. This is actually kind of funny. We made this into a closet because I got so many like actual real clothes in my other closet. We just put a bunch of jackets and stuff. These are like some of my signature
There's a
pieces.
random spot in the hallway.
Some stuff that people have given me over time. Some stuff that I'm actually making. This is actually one that I'm designing. You feel me? Oh, this is my weed wall, actually. Everybody who smokes pot, you know what I mean? Snoop, Bob Marley, Jimi Hendrix, Devin the Dude. I just like to be among greatness. Living room space. I love this space because it's super chill.
Oh, I love the color of this living room set. That's really pretty.
It's nice and wide open. It's got a very grown-up vibe. It's just a cool place to relax and get your head together. We do a lot of movie nights in the living room where there's just people like everywhere. You can come from here to the living room. It's really good. Inside, outside. Bam, you land straight at the pool area. My favorite thing about the pool is that it's heated. I could jump in there, but I don't feel like being cold. You'll never be cold in my pool. There's always music, there's always pot, there's always an adventure. This is Sebastian's trampoline. He's really proud of it. He loves it. Plays on it every day, puts his friends in there. When girls come over, he jumps on the trampoline with the girls. It is what it is.
That pool is gorgeous.
All right, so let's get to the cars. First, we got a 57 Impala right here. We got a Range Rover.
I love how
We got a
much
Kawasaki.
it's like clear that he's got most of this set up for his kid. It's so awesome. Like all the little vehicles.
And a Ghost, Rolls Royce. Those are my son's cars. He don't really drive those that much. He's too big for that shit. He rides in my cars with me. This is my 6'4" Impala. This is my 62 Impala. This is just for like, you know, when we driving around, when we going fast, when we moving. My baby's mom actually bought me this because I was mad at her. And she wanted me to not be mad at her, so she bought me a car.
How many
I hit my
cars does
switch
he
with the right
have?
hand, so. Yeah. All right, man, it's been real fun having you guys over, but I got shit to do, so peace out. Thank you for rocking with me, Taylor Gang. I'll see y'all later. Have fun. Be safe.
That was cool. I mean, that one felt like more of a family home. Like there was a lot for his son there, which is cool.
Hey guys,
First of all,
are you here to check this crib out? Start over. Hey guys, I was expecting
okay,
you.
hold on,
Come
hold
into
on,
my
hold on,
crib.
hold on.
Welcome.
Why is it delayed? I was trying to look at the front door because I really like the carving in the front door.
This is the dining room where we break bread, we eat. Got a lot of great memories.
That dining room, it's really pretty. The furniture is too fancy for me, but I love it. It's very old fashioned in a way, and I like my houses older, but the decorative side of it, I think I like a little bit more modern. It's yeah. I like old houses, newer furniture, or just really. Actually, no, that's not necessarily true because I do like modern contemporary. But I think it depends on the piece. But these look a little too stately for me. I'd worry about breaking them or messing them up. They're so pretty though.
Memories here at this table. Also, that little boat right there was a piece of art I got in Venice. I had gotten into boating here in Chicago on Lake Michigan, so I got attached to boat, so I bought that piece of art. I've actually had this house since 2004, but now I'm in LA. It's kind of a vacation house now. Keep a few of my trophies still here. This is not all of them, but as you can see, I got replicas of the 6 NBA championship titles, All-Star MVP trophy in there, ESPY award. Got a couple ESPY awards actually, and my kids got a few things in there as well. So it's kind of turned out to be a little family trophy case. This is kind of the family room. Sit here, watch a lot of the NBA games, NFL games, Sunday. Yeah, this is kind of a hangout room. Between here and in the kitchen, this is the coolest place in the house.
Okay, so the kitchen, I mean, I like when there's the stove like as part of the island. I love that. I love the double oven and everything. I mean, it's not anything super fancy per se, but as far as functionality, this is great. This is great.
You know, it's the kitchen. I like hanging out in here. I like cooking. You gotta eat, so hey, what's a better place to be than in the kitchen? But I like sitting here in the morning. I get on my computer and just able to watch the sun rise. But the greatest thing about being in Chicago in the summertime is having an opportunity to enjoy the great weather that has kicked off from a rough winter. So I enjoy coming to Chicago. It's a lot of fun. Hanging
That
out by
pool's
the
pretty.
pool. Got my nice Weber over there. You know, I'm a southern guy from Arkansas, so I like throwing some steaks and things on the grill. Got my little greenery up here. I like chipping balls out in the backyard. I play with some pretty good golfers. If you're wondering if I play with Michael, yes, I play with him. He's a pretty good golfer.
You ever beat him?
No, I haven't beat him. His stakes are a little too high for me. So yeah, nice big pool. I think it's like 10 feet deep. A lot of fun. We got a nice water slide there. The kids enjoy that. So I love to have family and friends
Oh, they got a
over. We're
TV
hanging
on
out
the
in hot
outside of the
tub,
building?
Barbecuing, and we love watching this TV.
How does that work
This
in the
Samsung
winter?
Terrace TV is awesome. It is completely built for the
Oh.
outdoors, so it's weather resistant, very bright. This is the most special
I didn't
thing
know that
out
that was
here
a
when you're
thing.
outside, being able to enjoy some NBA. This is the great room. I don't spend too much time. Maybe if, you know, someone to come over for a meeting, my financial guy or something like that, we kind of hang out in here. But to me, this is a wasted room. My kids at one time was into playing the piano, but they kind of outgrew that and got into basketball, which is why you should follow me. Let's go check out the basement. Got a lot of fun rooms here. Let me show you guys how much fun we have here in the cold. Let's go. Right
Yeah.
here, we got the wine cellar. Came with the house.
Oh, that's
We got a little
gorgeous.
dining room table where we can break that wine out right here and, you know, get into a couple bottles and check it out. And then after we get done with that wine, we can ease down the hallway here. And we got the movie theater. Seats 8, nice theater. Kids play video games in here a lot, but I like watching games. You know, maybe we can watch The Last Dance. Hey, maybe, you know. My favorite film, I'm an old school guy. My favorite all time is Die Hard. I'm a
Yeah,
big fan
Christmas
of
classic.
Bruce Willis, so I still think that that was one of the best movies of all time. And this is kind of a little workout room. Got a little weight stack over here, but it's small. But it's mostly just for cardio when you're locked up during the winter months. Little massage table here to make yourself feel good. As far as coming in here and working out, I try to continue to get in the gym 3-4 times a week, mostly in the winter months. And in the summer, I like taking it easy and playing golf. But I'm gonna take you guys to the fun side of the basement over here. So
I don't know.
come
I
this
thought the
way.
wine cellar
This
was
room
the
right
fun
here
side.
is kind of a junky room. My kids keep all their toys in here. Drum set. My little daughter got a stove. So I stay.
He's real for that because they just left it. Like a lot of times when people do these Architectural Digest episodes, like they have everything like perfect. But I appreciate that he's like, yeah, no, I'm a dad.
Stay out of this here room, to be honest. This is the fun room for me because I like relaxing and taking it easy. So this bathroom gives you all that because of this. I love taking a sauna, letting it all burn out, jump in the steam shower here.
Well, that's
just
I love the
detox
tile.
pretty much. And again, this is my favorite place in the house. This right here is a fun area for my kids. A lot of their friends come over, hang out. They're sleeping everywhere, playing video games on that TV. Got a little fireplace here to burn some logs during the winter. Right here, we got the air hockey game. This is very
Love air
competitive
hockey.
here. My kids are better than me. They got better reflex, obviously. But right here is my favorite video game of all time, Miss Pac-Man.
Oh,
Grew up
boy.
as a kid playing Pac-Man, so I'm not really caught up to the days modern technology of playing, you know, Xbox and.
What's your high score on Pac-Man?
Probably close to 200,000. Yeah, I'm one of those kind of guys. This is kind of where we get it done at, right here.
That's
As you
pretty.
guys know, basketball has been my life, and my kids sort of followed my dream of wanting to be a professional basketball player one day. So this was an addition that we added on to the house, and they're always in here hooping, playing 1, 2 in the morning. So I felt like this was a great investment. That's the office there, but it's kind of junky. We ain't gonna get into that. But we'll go upstairs and check out the bedrooms. This is another piece of art here. This is my baby.
Oh, wow.
I used to keep this piece sitting at the front door. So every time I brought somebody over, they got intimidated when they saw this. They thought it was real. Over the years, my kids picked at him, picked his eyes out, picked his paws off. So I retired him up here now. So he kind of watches the backyard for me. Actually, it was a guy in New Orleans making this. He actually passed away, so it's a famous piece of art. Needs to be fluffed up a little bit. It's kind of aged, but it's still a good piece.
That's a gorgeous piece.
This is my son's bedroom. He's off to college, Vanderbilt. He hasn't stayed here in a while. He's a D Rose fan. It's all good. Hey, he's a daddy fan too. This is my little girl Sophia's room. Yeah, just a pretty pink room for a little girl.
I was saying, it doesn't even look like she lives
This
there.
is the laundry room. We're not gonna go in there. This is my boys' room here. We'll check this here room out. Actually, 2 of my boys stay in this here room, so just got a couple
those
little
chairs look
beds
nice.
in here. But as you can see by the little mirrors on the wall, they're a basketball fan. Primary bedroom up here. It's pretty simple, not too much in it. I mostly spend my time
it's very-
downstairs.
it's-
I just pretty much
it's
just
not
sleep here. Just a bathroom.
overcomplicated. It's very
So,
dated, I would say. His
What I
house
love
is very
about this
dated.
house is that it has 2 primary bedrooms. There's one upstairs that is near my kids, but this one downstairs is super awesome. Come on in. This room is dirty, man. We can stand over here and video it. Primary bedroom. I get to get a nice sneak peek of my kids when they're out here playing basketball. A lot of times they don't even know when I'm watching them. I don't coach them. I may tap at the window and let them know I'm watching.
Yeah.
Yes, that's pretty much it. Got some bad news. I got some friends coming over. We're about to fire up the grill. We're about to jump in the pool. We're gonna fire the TV up. So hey, you gotta go. Thanks for coming.
Like, the house is really pretty. The house is really pretty, but it's very dated. So, I do appreciate that. You know, it's felt like a normal family home. But that basketball court was was a really nice addition to it. It didn't feel like it had a lot of personality compared to the other houses, but it's a nice house. It's definitely a nice house. All right, who is next? Lenny Kravitz. This one I was looking forward to. I've not seen this one yet.
Welcome to my fazenda. Come on, boy. Fazenda is farm in Portuguese, and I'm the fazendeiro. I'm the farmer. When you enter this place, you're entering a working farm. Anybody who comes here will be eating beautiful organic produce farm to table. This is an amazing place to come and be creative. It's a part of life that unfortunately we don't get enough of. And yeah, this is my...
Lenny Kravitz is a treasure. I just want to say that. Like, this man has been just on his own, unbothered, and just living his best life.
my life. Come join me and I'll show you around.
Man's on a horse. That's massive, though.
We're in the entryway of the main house. This piano I bought probably about 25 years ago. It's a Kawai plexiglass piano that used to belong to Ingrid Bergman, actually. This painting was just painted by my godson, Noah Becker, who is an artist. He's a musician and a painter, And he came down here for a couple of weeks and actually did the paintings here in the room, which was really beautiful.
The textiles are interesting in this house.
So we're entering the master bedroom now, and this is a picture of my grandfather, Albert Roker, taken by Reuven Afanador. He's a lovely human being and a brilliant photographer. That was taken in the Bahamas back when I was recording the Circus album. This is the master bedroom. It's a suite, living room, and a bedroom. This bed is made by Vladimir Kagan from the late 60s. It's got some wear to it, but that's part of the charm, I feel.
This bedroom
This
is like an
copper tub I had made
apartment.
for the room. You have to have a tub in your room. My life centers around playing, so I always want to be able to pick up an instrument and play. So this is an old Fender Bassman and dual Showman Reverb, two of my favorite amps, one of my Gibson Les Pauls, made from the custom shop. I met this artist named Chris Wyrick, who works out of Los Angeles. So he photographed these banana leaves and trees and then projected them onto the walls.
I was wondering
and then
about
painted them,
that.
which I think
That's
are really
cool.
beautiful and graphic and give the room a lot of depth. I obviously love incorporating as much Brazilian design as I can. I just found these beautiful wood chairs by Zanini that I think are absolutely stunning.
Those are cool.
My band is here right now, so we have a full house.
Like, it's busy, but in a good
we're
way. Like, it
living
all
here, we rehearse
kind of works
here,
together.
We eat meals together, which is really beautiful. I grew up having meals with my family, and it's something that we don't do so much today. Sit and talk and put our phones away. We have no cell service here, so that's really good. That's a photograph that I took several years ago. It's actually of my cousin Janelle from the Bahamas. It's one of my favorite pieces. I love the soul in her eyes.
I love the
So
rustic
this is the
elements
living
to
room
the
where we hang
house.
out at night. After we have dinner.
That
listen to
coffee
music,
table.
Watch films. And the featured piece here is this red velvet chair that belonged to Andy Warhol. This is my beautiful mother, Roxy Roker. And
wow.
in each place that I live, I honor her. I would not be here, I would not have the life that I have without being blessed by this woman. So she's present in every home. Come on, the kitchen.
That's really sweet.
Alex, Arnechi. Mwah. This is Alex and Anechi, who make beautiful food for us, filled with love. As you can see, there's some of the stuff from the farm that we grow here.
Wow.
A lot of it's been eaten. We usually have a big mound of fruits and vegetables here.
That's like the life, though, to be able to just live off the land and just be off on your own.
Craig Ross, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the guest house where the band has stayed on this trip while we were rehearsing. Chris has been in here painting this mural. He's just finishing it now. This is fresh. He's making the place more beautiful. I mean, the nice thing about this
like
place
the
is it's
color
like one
scheme.
big open loft, the living room and the kitchen, and you've got 4 bedrooms in here, 2 on each side on 2 different wings.
This is my 3rd trip, so I think
You came with me the first
the first time, right?
When I came to look at it,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. No, I've been here a few times. It's always magical.
Did Lenny ask you, should you buy it or should you not?
Probably.
I think everybody thought I was crazy.
Yeah.
But I think this trip has
It's kind of cemented.
has proven that this was the right thing to do. Hola, Goya. So beyond the pool, we have a soccer field.
I wonder
There's a
how big
full
the
gym
entire
in
property
that
is, because
building
that's like
and a
acreage.
therapy room for massages and so forth. This is the barbecue, which is essential for any Brazilian, depending on what you're into. We can barbecue vegetables. And when I came here, I didn't know anything, but that's the beauty in life sometimes. You go for something that you didn't expect, and I just want to share this with folks that are interested in experiencing this kind of thing, to take an adventure.
I want to know how big the property is. That is a gorgeous setup, though.
Thanks for coming to visit. I hope you had a beautiful time. Ciao. Come on. Let's go.
Man rides off on a horse. He tried to get the horse to go fast, and the horse said nope. That was really pretty. I like that one.
What's up?
I was
What's
looking
up?
forward
What's
to this
up?
one.
AD, how are you? I'm Mrs. Dean,
Mr. Dean right here.
and we want to invite you into our home. Come.
Coming to the Zaza.
It's so huge. Oh my goodness. Look at that view.
You know, the house is very open, so we occupy all the spaces in the home, but there is something about the circle that feels so good, especially with the view and the water, which feels so calming and peaceful. This is the perfect way to welcome people in. It's comfortable.
We wanted something that felt warm, something that feels like places we traveled around the world, and you know,
Oh,
with this
that's-
view and
that
with
chair
these
was
colors,
interesting.
it just locks us into the universe.
My love loves clean lines. He's really about just everything feeling really clean. It's almost like it doesn't obstruct you as you're imagining, dreaming, thinking, and I think that's something we do a lot here. We do a lot of dreaming. He's definitely a Virgo, but we do a lot of dreaming,
Yes,
you know,
we do.
and so it doesn't get in the way of whatever we could possibly, you know, imagine.
Everything was curated, everything was designed for the space. One of Wallace Cunningham's best works.
Kids who love Iron Man, they're like, that's the Iron Man house. Listen, not only kids,
Grown-ups.
I mean,
I don't blame Tony Starks and them using this as an example to fight the world.
Exactly, to save the world, right? We definitely
Yeah,
are.
to save the world.
Right,
You're right.
we're saving the world from here too.
Yeah.
So this is one of
It's an
the
interesting
favorite places in the house. The house is an open layout, so you can really just experience it as an open space. But we love hanging out here. We love eating here.
Playing games,
Oh,
board.
those
She's the
chairs
board
look
game
super
master.
I love games.
Yeah.
We play cards, we play dice, we play board games, and then a lot of times we'll just casually eat at the counter in the kitchen. It's really kind of whatever's happening. If lunch is going on, we'll just gather around the counter and chill out. We love to cook. We love to just have our friends and family over.
There's always music playing.
Always music playing. In fact, that's how you know he's awake. If music's playing, he's up. We love this set. It is so special. It feels somehow simple, yet very luxurious at the same time, and it has a great
I wanna
amount
know
of
about
seats
the
for
chairs.
entertaining and friends and family. This is a family home. We have our kids here. Our kids have their friends over, everything like that. So we definitely, you know, feel like we can also still eat on these, which is important. You know,
The
not-
dog definitely feels that he can drool on them because the amount of drool that I'm wiping up is kind of disrespectful, but we love you, Samba.
Oh no, he's a big dog. He can't help
a
it.
big guy.
Okay, off to the family room we go.
I was hoping they would explain the
Let's go.
chairs a bit.
Let's go. So we're in the formal dining room.
Oh,
This
I
is
love
also the
that.
family room. That's what I love. It's a beautiful structure, but it's also quite casual too. You know, we mix the spaces together.
That coffee
the
table's
formal
really
dining room
neat.
is in the family room, so we're watching TV in this room. We're playing loud movies. We're falling asleep on the couch. We're having, you know, holiday dinners. Whatever the case is, this is a beautiful space. Also, the view is beautiful. We can open the doors and dine outside as well. We can play. We can jump in the pool. It's a very open type of way, open living.
Super fun room.
We have our amazing Derek Adams here, which is occupying the entire wall. And it's so beautiful because we get to see kind of the fun of swimming and having a good time. We know we're right on the water. So
Like, this is the kind of space where I could see spending most of my time. Because it's just, I mean, you've got really, really pretty views. But the furniture, it's an interesting collection of furniture because they look like they wouldn't necessarily go together, but it works. I kind of wish with these episodes that they would get a little bit more into where they get things from. Like, I'm very curious to know where the table and chairs comes from. But that coffee table in the other space, I'm like, I really like that. Just things are a little bit more abstract and rustic.
it fits into.
It felt like it's like a family portrait of our family. Never really seen black people swimming in pools too much, so that piece was like real strong for the living room.
So this is a really special room for us. I think it has a a wide spectrum of art and life and experience in it, and it feels really good. We love that our kids are able to grow up seeing such dynamic art around them.
Definitely.
We have tastes and pieces of, African art and different pieces all over the world that are a part of this room. I love that for it. It just feels like it's a mixture of a lot of different cultures. We do own the largest collection of Gordon Parks, and so we're very proud of that.
This one right here, this one spoke to the living room. It's like to mix the photography,
If there was any
and with the
photographer's
furniture,
work,
it just
I'd
felt
want
like the
Gordon
perfect
Parks.
mix to have in this room.
And I love this Nick Cave.
It's
I
just
actually think
historically
my favorite
significant.
thing about the Nick Cave piece is just how it's so shockingly detailed and all of these amazing
Shout out to
buttons
Joanna
and the
from
piece.
Jack Shaman for hooking this up.
Incredible, incredible.
I love technology, right? So the new B&O TV set is crazy with the sculptures in the living room. So the whole house sound is B&O. They might should pay me now.
They definitely should.
They might should pay us now.
If they didn't,
We spent a lot of money with you guys.
we're coming for them now. And then Miss Jordan Castile is so special.
I just love how she's sitting in this room with us. Like,
Yes.
it's like everybody's in the room with us.
It's also thought-provoking,
The
and I
artwork
think we
is
love
nice.
to do that with the art.
Yes.
So we love it up here. The bedrooms are up here. The kids' rooms are up here. It's action-packed over here.
Action-packed. Radcliffe Bailey.
I love Radcliffe Bailey. Just something about this that's so, especially with the music notes behind it. I love how there's like the work inside the work, which is really awesome to see. And then these like gold panels, spray paint down there, and like you see the texture of his paint.
I mean, I love that this is a family house also from the perspective that, the kids are going to be able to have all this creativity in their home environment. And, homes of creatives, I think, are the most interesting for me because you see a lot of what inspires them within their spaces.
Media is out of
Gosh, so special. Love this one. Yeah, I guess we call this the library. We call it the piano room. Egypt practices piano here. I practice piano here. We definitely, kind of relax, lounge, read, chill. Can watch over. A lot of times he's just kind of hanging out here thinking.
But it's about keeping the warm colors because, this house is, the Iron Man house. So that means that it's, it's kind of industrial in a way. It can be kind of cold, and we wanted to just warm it up and bring the energies with the rugs and the different
That makes
tones
sense,
that we
though.
purposely picked to just make it feel like a home and not only a sculpture,
Right.
but marry them both together.
So we love that it's a nod to a lot of different ancient cultures. That was a point. One time we were talking about this mixture between kind of, the feeling of Bali and the way that it
Yeah.
feels so comfortable and open and beautiful, and also
Yeah, but it's a mixture of everything
It
now.
is.
I mean, because even like these ceramics over here is Julia Chang.
they're beautiful.
Yeah, they're super strong. And,
Beautiful.
Even this amazing book on Alula, everything. I mean, it's the Gordon Parks sets and Henry Taylor books and just a mixture of everything. Some vintage books up there as well.
If I'm playing, sometimes people will hang out. If I'm practicing with Egypt, his brother will be here chilling.
I get free concerts every.
Right.
I'm telling you, my season ticket pass is unbelievable. I get, Egypt opens up. She's the headliner. I just sit right here and just be kicking it. I'm telling you, the best show on earth.
That's good. This piano is a very important piano, actually. This piano is my very
I was
first piano
wondering about that.
ever. So my son gets to play on my first piano when I first was, signed to Columbia Records. This was the piano that they gave me, and at the time, I
That's
thought
special.
that it might as well have been $20 million. I felt so excited. I didn't have anything that looked like this ever before. I've always kept it. It's always been with us. And now that Egypt plays on his piano, it's pretty amazing. So this is special.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. I used to diss this piano because I'm like, babe, like they got pianos now. Like, we could do something custom, we could do something amazing. Then when she told me the story, I had to be like,
It's special.
Yeah, sentiment is more
special.
important.
Like 16 years old. That's from when he was a kid. We had to put the stickers on the notes, and so that he can remember where to place stuff. So now, can't play without the pedal.
I remember when her first album came out too.
Trying to tell you, that's that front row seat I got. I'm trying to tell you.
There it is. Concert.
That was good.
Thanks.
That's pretty. It's a really lovely house.
Cheers.
Like
Thanks for
I
coming
always,
through, AD. We love having you.
I always find like larger houses intimidating, but that one just like, it felt like a sanctuary. It's very well done.
But you gotta go home. I mean, they probably don't want to go home, but this time you can come back again. We'll see you next time.
Za, za, za.
All right, we might be able to do a couple more. Oh, Tyler Perry. We gotta see this one.
Hey, AD, Tyler Perry here. Want to take you on a tour of Tyler Perry Studios. So hop in, come on, let's go for a ride.
I was so happy when this man opened up the studio.
Tyler Perry Studios is 330 acres in the heart of Atlanta. This was all Fort McPherson Army base. There was an 18-hole golf course here that rivaled Augusta. It was absolutely beautiful. But when the Army went away, so did all of the majesty of the golf course. So we've just been developing it and building as we needed. Hold on, we're going to have to do the Flintstones to get up this hill. She wouldn't let me take my other cart, the fast one. I think I can. I think I can make it up the hill, and I think, okay, and I did. All right. So 12 sound stages. We're getting ready for our big grand opening celebration, where we will be dedicating these sound stages to a lot of people who have inspired and encouraged me over the years. So you got Halle Berry here, and Denzel Washington, and Whoopi Goldberg, and Oprah. Lots of things have been shot here. The Walking Dead, Black Panther shot here. First Man, Instant Family with Mark Wahlberg. Really excited to be given stewardship to make sure that the land is maintained, that the history is protected, and
I absolutely love everything about this, especially, like, I remember when I first got into Tyler Perry's work with I'm sure a lot of people can relate to the bootleg DVDs that were a thing in the 90s, and so to see him go from those very modest stage plays and to be able to create such an impactful studio at this point, I thought that was amazing. So but I remember when I first heard about this, and I don't think I've ever seen how everything was put together. I remember seeing video of the opening ceremonies and all that. So it's kind of cool to see it when they're just kind of touring it.
always serviced and known for many people. This is Maximeville. It's our back lot where I shoot a few of my TV shows. Some of the fans of those shows will definitely recognize some of these houses, especially this neighborhood in particular from If Loving You Is Wrong. So this area in Maximeville is dedicated to
Madea, this is her house.
This is Medea's house. pretty famous character from a lot of my movies. So the original house is down the street in this neighborhood on Avon Avenue, but we wanted to have a place where visitors and fans of Madea can actually come and see it. You can walk in this house, it's like she's gonna come down the stairs with her big, huge self and say hi and feed you. It's all furnished and ready to go. Maxineville is, I named it after my mother, Maxine, who passed in 2009. So this whole area, this whole neighborhood, I wanted to be a town named after her in her honor, and she was so happy to have that. It's very sentimental for me, and we do a lot of shooting down here for a lot of the shows. So it's always really fun and powerful, and it's a good memory of her to be down here. She was very proud of it.
I love that.
I did this show where I needed a farmhouse that looked like it was 100 years old, so we built a farmhouse and set it among these oak trees to make it look like it had been there forever. And one day we're going to get there on this cart, going up the hill. But this is our farmhouse. They're all practical inside. You can go in and shoot inside, even though it looks like it's very old. It's only built a few years ago.
That was really well done.
So let me show you a little bit more of Maxineville. So I built this house for one of my shows. It's a four-sided mansion that I built to combat some of the sets that we were building. I just thought, why not build a permanent structure that has 4 different sides to it that can be 4 different places all at once. So I'll show you what I mean. Here we have the Georgian side of the mansion. For one of my lead characters, she and her family and everybody live here. But if you go, you cut across the grass and really piss somebody off. And then you're here, and it has a whole other feel to it. And this was the president's home before he went to Washington, D.C. and the have and have-nots. And then there's this side, totally different. And then we have this side, which is very modern. Tried to make the best use of the space and the places, and there you have it.
That's smart.
Watch your knees. See if we can get through here. Legs in, arms in. Everybody in. That ain't good. That ain't good. Okay,
Oh,
great.
no.
Now I'm going to show you the White House. Welcome to the White House. So, still a lot of cleaning being done here, but I don't know how to turn the lights on.
Seems pretty
Let's go
mandatory
upstairs.
for any studio
this
to
is
have a
the
replica of the White
80%
House.
replica of the actual White House in Washington, D.C. So we built this for my new show called The Oval on BET. And we're really proud of how it turned out. The residents of the White House, famous, iconic window here, President's bedroom. Some hell has gone on in this room over the last episodes. Oh, we've done some everything in here. This is the daughter's room. This is the son's room. We built this about five and a half months ago. We started it. This is the only White House that's ever been built at a studio on a lot, and we are really excited about it. So I'm going to show you more
I'm
of the property.
surprised
Come on,
that
there's
that's
a lot more
not
to
more
see.
of a thing, considering how many
Obama, my man.
how many things are set in the White House lately.
All of these houses were all built in the 1800s. They are extremely beautiful inside, every one of them. The one in the center is where I shot 2 Madea movies. And that's also where President Roosevelt stayed and Colin
that's
Powell.
awesome.
These were all the places for the generals and the officers to stay when they were on campus. There's a church here on the campus that's also built in the 1800s. Really beautiful inside. Not much has been touched. All of these buildings are on the National Historic Registry, so I take great pride in maintaining them at their...
Like, this is, I mean, I don't think there could have been a more perfect place for him to obtain for his studio, but the fact that he has so many places of historical significance on the property itself is pretty fantastic, which, you know, obviously would be good for filming and everything as well, but just being able to preserve that, I'm sure that's a massive honor.
Original state. Okay. So, this is the Post Theater in The Walking Dead. This was the home of the kingdom where the tiger was on the stage.
Yeah.
And, come on, I'll show you.
Ezekiel.
If the lights are on, I don't think the lights are on. And that's where the tiger was on the stage in the kingdom for The Walking Dead. The tiger was on the stage.
They actually, interesting thing about The
I love
Walking
it.
Dead is that the set that they built for Alexandria I mean, those are fully functioning homes, and they actually sold the homes afterward. If I ever moved back to the States, I would have loved to have had one of the houses in that neighborhood because I thought that that was really cool. Like, can you imagine just like living in Alexandria? I'm sure it's not called that, but being able to live on that set would be pretty interesting.
Walking Dead. I love Walking Dead. Oh, I gotta show you something. This is Medea's car. She would say,
This is my 1974 Cadillac, and I bought it in 74 and hadn't had maintenance on it since. But if you notice the luxury plastic on the seats, you see if you go to Architectural Digest, this is what's wrong with people at Architectural Digest. They don't know how to put plastic on their furniture. They buy all that nice shit, spend all that money on all that nice shit, but they don't know how to put no plastic on their furniture. Put plastic on all your shit. Thank you. This is my Cadillac.
oh, this is gonna take forever. Because this car goes 2 miles an hour. I can run faster. Welcome to the Dream Building. The reason I named this building the Dream Building is because it was a dream come true for me. It's a dream come true for everybody who comes to work here. I wanted it to be inspirational for so many people. If they have a dream, I feel like their dream can come true. So that's why I just wanted to inspire you. So this is the Dream Building. Whereas I know it looks pretty like just an office building here, but there's a whole world just beyond these doors. If you want to be in a hotel hallway, like to say the Ritz-Carlton or something, then all of a sudden you're in a hotel hallway. You want to be in the presidential suite of one of those hotel rooms, you just right here, all on the 3rd floor. Magic. In the Have and Have Nots, I have a character that lives in a brownstone. Well, this is her brownstone.
That's really
So
cool. I mean, you have to
bring the cameras
plan
in and
so
shoot.
much of that out.
And then if you get sick and need to go to the hospital, turn this corner and you're in the hospital. We shot in this hallway of the hospital for Acrimony. Look that way, show them that way, show them that way, show them that way. Now come back to me, look at me, I'm over here, look at me. Yeah, okay. Then we go this way, more hospital, fake elevator. It's pretty cool, but it looks real, but it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go to any other floors. Wyatt's super sexy loft in the Have and Have Nots. I feel like I could live in this apartment. It's pretty cool. Working on a restaurant here I haven't seen. Hello. Hello. Restaurant that's about to be finished and converted. Look beautiful. It's coming along great. Here are 2 cool bars. This is our Irish pub that we shot lots of things in. This bar was actually in my house in the basement, and I sold it to the studio when I moved because I thought it was so amazing. Such a great bar. And this is the Iron Bone bar from the Haves and the Have-Nots. And I love it because the way it's always lit, the way it feels. Really nice dive bar, a lot of bad things go on here, but
it looks very
it's kind of
gritty.
cool, very
I like
authentic, very
that.
unique. The set decorators did a great job with it. Everything you've seen, everything I've shown you, I've actually drawn to scale, gave it to the builders, the designers, saying this is what I want. So that's the way I've been very specific in the design and build of this building, for my house, everything. It's just, I love architecture from the bottom of my heart. If I wasn't in this business, I would probably want to be a really great architect.
Makes sense, though.
Thank you, Architectural Digest. Thank
The
you so
level
much,
of
AD.
detail
Thank
and
you to
everything
all the
is
people who watched. I hope
amazing.
that this inspires you to know that you can dream it, you can do it, you can believe, you can build anything you want. God bless you. All right, now get out. Get out. Thank you. It's been great seeing you. I appreciate it. Time to go. Thank you.
All right, we're going to stop there. I absolutely would love to do this again. I have a whole playlist of people whose spaces I want to check out. The Tyler Perry one was probably the one I was looking forward to the most, just because it wasn't a residential setup, and his whole studio setup is pretty amazing. I still think Wiz Khalifa is my favorite. That home was my favorite. It was the most approachable out of all of them. But yeah, we're gonna end here. I will be back to my normal time on the 8th of March. So taking a bit of a break this weekend, and we'll be back. Make sure that if you don't already follow us, that you do follow us. We do stream. Most weeks we do stream 3 times a week. We'll have another stream with the lovely Vaughn tomorrow. And we'd love to see you. So Let's go ahead and see who we're gonna raid out to. I don't normally stream on this day, but we will see. You know what? We are gonna raid my lovely friend Jelly, I think. All right. I gotta make sure I spelled that right. Yeah. But she's streaming some Lockdown Protocol with some friends, and I'm pretty sure I follow all of them, so we're gonna raid her in particular. But thank you so much for your time. Now that I'm recovering a bit from bronchitis and everything, I'm glad to be kind of back in the saddle, but I appreciate it. I hope you had some fun, and I look forward to seeing you again. Take care.